Daughters of Khaine, even our allies, shudder to witness the graceful murders that renew and reinvigorate us. We crave battle and seek power through bloodshed. This is how we honor our new god, with every kill. Since ascending, Morathi has shown us what true power looks like, and oh, how it is a sight to behold. We are the Daughters of Khaine, and to cross blades with us is to invite death.
The Skaven are the greatest, best race. No foolmate knows of our location, place. We sneak hide better than even nasty get things. Only once we want to have our place, location known do we reveal, and then it is too late. The Skaven will rule all. That is our great destiny. Better that you beg, ask for mercy, and come give yourselves over to the greatest, best god, the great Horned Rat.
Welcome back to another battle report for Saga of Dice. We've got the Vice we're playing today, which is intimidating, but it's kind of cool. It's hammer and anvil style deployment with the long ways. And I brought 2,000 points of Skaven versus 2,000 points of
the Daughters of Khaine Hagnar Disciples. So it's snakes versus rats.
Yes.
And it'll be good time, so stay tuned.
Today we are playing the Vice. In this scenario, we start off with one objective in each corner, and then on the second battle round, they move towards the center, and then at the start of the fourth battle round, you remove 3 of them, and there's just one objective at the very center. Everything else is pretty much as normal. You score 1 victory point for if you control at least one objective, another if you have 2 or more, and another if you have more than your opponent. And then there's battle tactics, etc. So yeah, we'll come back with our army lists. Today I have brought 1975 points of Skaven. So I've got a triumph, that means, and I deployed first in a 1-drop. Or I finished deploying first, and so that means I am choosing who goes first, and I chose not me. So I'll go through my army now. I've got 20 clan rats, 20 clan rats, 20 clan rats. I have 3 warp fire throwers, and they are hidden somewhere among the clan rats. I've got the Emerald Life Swarm as an endless spell, which I painted it that far. It's not quite done, but I got that done last night between 11 and 12 last night.
Nice.
Yeah, hopefully. And then I've got the Hell Pit Abomination, and it has the Toughened Sinews, which gives it an extra +1 to its save characteristic and an extra 2 wounds. I have 2 Warp Lightning Cannons, a Bombardier, and he has the spell, not Levitate. Oh, that's right, Cursed Miss. And he has the Vial of the Fulminator, which means he can pick a Scryer unit and make it move double, which for the Warp Lightning Cannons only means 6 inches instead of 3, but gives a little bit more mobility. And then I've got the Arch Warlock. He has Verminous Valor command trait, and he is my general. He also has the spell from the general lore, which is Levitate. And then Thanquol, the big man, the rat, the legend. He has Warp Gale, and I think that's it. Is there anything else that I was supposed to give? I don't think so. So yeah, that's my army list, and yep, we'll come back with Rob's army in just a second.
All right, here I've got 2,000 points of the Daughters of Khaine from the Hagnar Temple. They are, of course, led by the mighty Morathi Khaine and her Shadow Queen counterpart, but they're not the general. That honor falls to my wonderful little iron scale right down here. She's going to take all the blame when this goes horribly wrong and the lightning starts flying. I've also got a Hag Queen there to be the scapegoat for the scapegoat, because that's how elves roll. The Hag Queen knows the Catechism of Murder prayer for her group. Morathi happens to know the magical ability spell Mind Razor, in addition to her usual Horror of Ulgu spell and Arcane Bolt and Mystic Shield, which are also pretty handy to have. I have the obligatory 15 Snake Stalkers. They are basically blood stalkers with bows. And then in front of them, I've got the Blood Sisters. There's 10 of them in a unit as well. And then over in the far corner, hanging out on the secondary objective, I have another 5 Blood Stalkers for covering the objective there as well. But that's not all. I've also got 2 packs of Canary Heartrenders. They are the shooty kind of canaries. They're hanging out off the board in a flock, waiting to dive in on a later turn during a movement phase. And I'll look forward to that immensely. That is my army at 2,000 points. My big strategy for this turn is going to be hold the line, which means my battle line has to survive. And that is the plan for the day. It looks like I've got the first turn, so we'll come back with that in just a few moments. All right, welcome back to the start of the turn and the my phase at the top of the round. So for my battle tactic for this turn, I'm going to pick Ferocious Advance. That's the one where everybody has to run and end up within 3 units have to run, and they have to end up within 3 inches of each other for the end of the turn. But first, I'm going to roll for my, I believe it's the heroic action. That's going to be Heroic Leadership, and on a 4+, I get an extra command point. Nice. So I've got 3 command points to start off my game this turn, and I'm really enjoying that.
I too will, I'll just roll it here. 4 up? No.
No.
So I've only got my 3 that you get 2 for digging the bottom of the round, and my general's alive, so 3 total.
That's right. I've got 1 for my general and 1 for the top of the round as well. So that means I'm going to move on to my command phase next. First of all, I'm going to have, I believe, my Catechism of Murder off of my Hag Queen. She's going to put it on the Blood Sister unit in the front there. This will activate on a 4+ because it'll activate on a, 4+ because they're Hagnar. And they are 1 step ahead in their table. So unfortunately, that will not activate the Witch Brew, but I could activate Catechism of Murder. Catechism of Murder does activate. So we've got the Catechism of Murder on the Blood Sisters, and then we're going to move on to Mighty Morathi's magical phase. She's going to start casting, I've got the Mind Razor, and she's going to put that on those Blood Sisters as well to make them nice and choppy. So that's going to activate on a 9, and I believe I'm too far away from all those Skaven
Way
for
too
them
far
to unbind me.
Yes.
So they have a Mind Razor on them, which is excellent. She's also going to try casting Mystic Shield onto them with her second spell. That'll activate on a 11 because she gets +1 to cast. Once again, we're too far away for that, so I'll put a Mystic Shield on them. And then her last one is Black Horror of Ulgu, which has a 36-inch range. And let me just double check on that. I suspect I could hit those clan rats with it.
That seems like a...
Yeah.
All right. We'll give it a shot. This is going to cast on a number that I don't immediately recall, but it's probably not 6. It might be 7.
But she has +1 to cast. Right?
She does have +1 to cast, and that will give her the momentary pause while we look through the book for an army that you're just learning again.
In the meantime,
yes.
Cool panning shots.
Yeah.
Cool panning shots. Here we go. So yeah, it'll cast on a 7. Pick 1 in the unit on a 1. I roll a dice, and on a 1, it's only 1 mortal wound, and it gets better the more I roll. So that is a 5, which is D6 mortal wounds. So those clan rats can enjoy a whopping 3 mortal wounds.
Pop, pop, pop. They're dead. There.
Marvelous. All right, that's all the stuff I have in my hero phase. So, oh no, wait, sorry, I do have one more thing. I'm going to activate my command ability with my Iron Scale. She's going to put it on the Blood Sisters here, and that is going to give them a bonus in the movement phase, which is coming up next. So, we've completed the movement phase, and once again, I have dreaded my dice rolls. So, They used a command ability from the Iron Scale to get 2d6 movement in the movement phase, which lets them run, and would let them charge afterwards. Now, I rolled a 3 on my 2 dice, so they only ended up going 11 rather than a massive amount like I was expecting. But Daughters of Khaine can reroll 1s when they're rolling.
Yes.
So I rerolled that and promptly rolled a 2. So that wasn't great. That means that they're right about there, and they're too far away to change their clan rats this turn the way I expected them to, which is most unfortunate indeed. However, I still got some shooting. All my bow snakes are still at the back and out of range, but Morathi has laser vision, and she's going to use that on this clan rat unit that's in range, because they displeased me.
Oh, no.
Yes, indeed. So one shot at 18-inch range. This is hitting on 2s, winning on 2s, and it has -3 rend.
Ooh.
So, of course, I've rolled a 1.
Go on.
Yep. So that means it completely misses, and that's all she's got. So now the charge phase, and as I suspected, that means that my guys are too far away from those rats to charge them right now by a good 2 inches, even if I were to roll the, 12-inch charge. So that brings me to the end of the charge phase, at which time Morathi can do a monstrous action.
Yes.
And she is going to ferociously smash your gnaw hole.
Ah.
Yes, yes.
Wow, okay.
So that means the gnaw hole no longer has any of its terrain rules and no longer counts as terrain, if I'm
That's
not
true.
mistaken.
It is still terrain, it's
It is
just
still
no
terrain.
longer, it loses all its terrain rules.
It loses all of its terrain rules.
Yeah.
Well, that'll have to do. Then we're going on to the fighting phase. There's nothing to fight because we blew that run, which means I've got to go and score.
Oh, don't forget to roll for the smashy terrain thing.
Oh, I have to roll for it.
It's a 3-up.
Oh, a 3-up. Yeah. Well, let's hope she makes it. It's a 3!
Ta-da!
Hooray!
Ba-da-boop, ba-da-boo.
Boop!
Smashed.
Right in the old
Got
gnaw
him.
hole.
She was so concentrated on
There you
smashing
go.
the terrain that
she
her laser
completely-
vision just kind of,
No lasers at all. She was so focused on blocking this thing off. Like,
That's the thing about lasers.
how the heck do I block this?
They're very accurate, but they're, except when they're not. Except when they're off. They just completely miss.
Squirrel!
Exactly. Not a template, unfortunately.
All right, so scoring-wise, I've gotten the 2 objectives there that I counted. So I've got 1 for that, and I've got 1 for having 2 or more. Then on top of that, I did my battle tactic here with Ferocious Advance. All 3 of my commanders ended up having a nice little pile there. And I believe that is it. And that gives me 5? No, 4.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out and we'll get back to you.
Excellent. We are back, and it is the battle shock phase and a summary of the point scoring phase because we don't want to switch the lights back again. So I have paid a CP. I'm now down to 2 to keep my clan rats from running away. And what else? What else? Oh yes, Rob scored 4 victory points in his turn. So yeah, we'll be back with Skaven Hero Phase, turn 1. And we are back. I've got the extra command point for my general being alive. And now I'm going to, for my heroic action, try and roll another one. No, I did not. I refuse to do it.
I'm going to not refuse to do that, and I'm going to try that with my iron scale. No,
I refuse for you, sir.
Oh, well, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate your
you're
refusal
welcome.
and
Just trying to keep things even.
That's right.
So I'm immediately going to use 1 command point on Thanquol's command ability, which lets, I think it's by my next hero phase, I can use 1 free run, reroll charge, and battle shock immunity, for free. So it's kind of a 3-for-1. Seems worth it to me. And this is the bottom of the turn. So first things first, I'm going to cast Emerald Life Swarm from Thanquol. And it goes off on a 6, I think. Yes. So that is an 8, and he gets +2. So he is at a 10. Did you want to try and unbind?
I'm still too far away to start unbinding.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
So you have a free magic phase here.
Okay.
Make the most of it.
So I will I'll put it down in a minute, but it has to be set up within 6 inches of him. So it's going to go around there. And there's nothing to heal around them right now. And then I'm going to try and cast Mystic Shield from Thanquol. On a 5, that will go off because of his +2. So he's going to put Mystic Shield on the Arch Warlock here. And then the Arch Warlock is going to try and cast Levitate on the big man himself, I think. Yes, let's do that. So it goes off on an 8, and he has +1 from the Gnawhole. And so I got an 8, so that's a 9. So the big man is flying, if he chooses. And then, let's see, maybe we'll do, actually I guess that's pretty much it, because I don't really want him taking D3 mortal wounds in my own phase. So, and this guy doesn't, he has Curse Miss, and yeah, I don't really want a block line of sight. So I think that's pretty much it for my hero phase. I don't know if we mentioned this or not, so I'll mention it again just in case. I have 4 Warp Sparks total because I rolled a 2, which gives me the 3 plus D3, which is, yeah, that's how we got to that number. Yeah, we'll be back at the end of the Skaven movement phase. It is the Skaven shooting phase, and first up, a little bookkeeping, I guess. I've had both of these. I had 2 units of Warp Fire Throwers hidden in this unit here. So they both popped out, so they can fricassee up some snacks. So I will go with the one on the right first, I suppose. And he's going to get all of them. So we've got, there's 10 in there, I assume?
Correct.
Okay. So he's going to get to roll 10 dice. And for every 4+, he does a mortal wound. So that's a good roll. 2, 4, 6, 7 mortal wounds, said the count. And then on a 1 or 2, he kills himself. Should we find out now?
Yes, I'm very eager to see your rat blow up.
1 or 2, he dies. No, he doesn't.
Unfortunate.
He lives to fight, or he lives to flame another day.
Indeed. I get a Fanatical Faith save against those.
Oh, okay.
So on a 6, I can possibly ignore those wounds. Nope, not a single solitary 6. So that is 7 wounds to my snake gals. They've got 2 apiece, so that is going to kill 3 and leave 1 remaining. Kill those 3 there.
Smart.
Yeah.
So then, let's find out. 8 inches, he's only going to get 4. But of course he's going to overcharge. So, wait, I didn't roll enough dice last time, did I?
You rolled 10 dice?
Yes, but I rolled 2 for each time when I overcharge.
Okay, then roll more dice.
So I gotta roll more dice. Sorry everybody, so before this guy fires. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, let's see some 6s.
Let's see some 6s.
Nope, no 6s.
Okay, now I have to measure again because there's probably going to be less and less of these lovely snacks, ladies. So only 2. So he's going to overcharge though, because he's a Skaven kind of guy, just like myself. So 4s. So 2. Come on.
Made 1.
Nice. That will save 1 of them. Does he kill himself? No, he does not, because that's a 6. Okay, so then we will go on to the Warp Lightning Cannon, which I am going to fire into Morathi. So the question is, do I overcharge? She also has a 6 up, I assume?
She does.
Okay. I really want to put 3 wounds on her. I mean, what kind of Skaven player would I be if I didn't overcharge, right? So, Cannon the first, overcharge. This is the power level roll. 2. That's good. So hopefully I'll be able to put enough wounds onto her to max out. So 1s are, I take D3 mortal wounds, and 2 or more, she takes mortal wounds. So no, so that's 12 mortal wounds, and I didn't roll any 1s for once. I'm very lucky with those on camera. My first, I think it was like 10 games, I had them both blow up on almost every single turn. But yeah, on camera, it's...
Okay, so I saved 4, but I still end up taking 3.
Yep. Sounds good. And hey, you know what? Let's see. Yes. Oh, do I shoot it into the shooty gals, or do I try and finish off that unit? How many wounds do you have left on them?
The Blood Sisters have a grand total of 7 wounds remaining.
Okay. Well, let's do that. Let's shoot into the stalkers. So second verse, same as the first. Power level roll. 6. That is unfortunate. So it's 6s to do mortal wounds, and 1s still kills it. So that's taking 2d3 mortal wounds, and I'm only doing 2 to the blood stalkers.
We'll try and shake that off with our fanatical faith. 1 does go through.
Okay. So probably not worth it to do 2d3 mortal wounds, but let's find out more after this. I take 4 mortal wounds. So I will put that on there, but that's the end of my shooting phase. So we'll be back with the charge phase. It is the Skaven end of turn, really, because I'm not charging into those pointy stick ladies. I don't think they would like that, and I know I wouldn't.
Oh, they would like that.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
would like it a lot. But
They would take offense then to it, and I don't want to offend them. Not yet, because I already did. And anyway, going on, I don't think I mentioned that I forgot to say my battle tactic, which was to try and kill the lady, the unit of pointy stick ladies. So I'm not going to obviously do that because you're just going to pay a command point and at the end of the turn here, because why wouldn't you? So yeah, that's the end of Skaven Turn, turn 1. I've scored 2 victory points?
correct.
Yes, 2 victory points. And then at the start of the turn, they will all move towards the center. We'll set that up in a minute. And then, but I guess for now it's just roll off. Huh. Okay, well, I think I would be crazy not to take it. So we'll be back, Skaven Turn 2. So it is the Skaven Hero Phase, Turn 2. I'm going to first try to get an extra CP from Thanquol, which he finally does do on a 4+, and I'm going to immediately use it on his one of everything for free.
That's great. I'm also going to try for a free CP on the Shadow Queen, which she doesn't get, but I'm still going to spend a CP for rallying my Snake Girls anyway. So roll 6 dice, and then 6s I get means I get Snake Ladies back. Nope, no 6s at all.
Those opaque dice are really clear, but they're not rolling as well, I think. Or not, at least not for the 6s. Okay, so then, yes, we'll go on to Thanquol. He is going to cast Warp Gale on the Shadow Queen. So he needs an 8, but he's got +2. I'll re-roll that. It was on an angle. That rolled a 6 into a 6. Meant to be. So it's 9 + 2, which is 11. So she no longer flies. She halves her run and charge rolls, and she takes D3 mortal wounds. For 2.
All right.
Would you care to dispel?
She might be able to save it.
She does.
She saves 1.
Nice.
So that's 1 wound for her.
Okay. And then I guess we'll do a Mystic Shield on himself, which goes off with a 10. And that's pretty much it, actually, because, yeah. Actually, no, I guess he'll do Levitate on Thanquol, so he can fly. Of course.
And then he blows up.
And then he kills himself, or yeah, D3 mortal wounds for the big 3. I should have said it because then it might not have happened, but alas, I didn't say it. So he's taken 3 and can't cast anything more. So that's the end of my hero phase. We'll be back at the end of the movement phase. We are back for the Skaven shooting phase. I moved the Emerald Life Swarm over this guy, and it healed 2 wounds on the Warp Lightning Cannon. So he is a little less likely to kill himself this round, because I will, of course, be overcharging. And then we've got the Warp Fire Throwers number 1. He's going to overcharge, of course, like any good Skaven would. So he's rolling 2 dice for each of the Snack Ladies there, for a total of 8 dice. And he gets 4 this time, which is perfectly average. And Rob will try and deny.
Nope, nothing.
Okie dokie. And does he kill himself? He does not. Good boy. Sit, boo, sit. So now you've got 2 left, so that means I'm rolling 4 for the other one. And of course I'm going to overcharge it. So that is 3 this time.
Nope.
So that means there is 1 with 1 wound left, right?
Wrong. They already had a wound on them, so they are completely gone.
My apologies. Then I'm going to overcharge Cannon the First into Snack Ladies in the back there. So power level roll. So it'll be the this one. I assume this. Yeah. So power level. The odd colored dice is 4. Not as good. Okay, so that is only 3 mortal wounds into Bow Ladies. And, oh, geez, that was close. And he takes 3d3 mortal wounds. Ugh. Cool.
Let's see if we can save some bacon here. Nope, sure can't.
So 3d3, does it live? 3, 4, 5, 6. It barely, well, not barely, I guess, but it lives. So taken 6, and then let's do that again with the other Warp Lightning Cannon. So power level roll. 1. So that's 12 mortal wounds, and how many does it take? I still got to roll this. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I remember this. So it's taken 2. So unless I roll all 1s and 2s on this, or I don't know, we'll find out. Let's find out. No, it's dead. Kaboom! It goes up in a cloud of green smoke. You did well, my pet. You did well. I guess Rob's got to roll his 6 up.
I saved 1, 2. So
2.
That's 5.
So, yeah.
All right, so that's 4 and 1.
Okay. And that's it. That's it for, oh, I forgot to move my hell pit. I'll do that after this. Yikes. Actually, I'll do that, I'll just roll on camera. So it moves 2d6, plus I'm gonna run it for 8. Better than last time. Last time it got a 4, or 5 actually. So yeah, I guess we'll be back with, or sorry, actually, I guess I'll score real quick. I chose the battle tactic that I should have chosen in the first place, which was Ferocious Advance. So these 3 units all ended up within the specified range of each other. And so that, I guess I'll get a 4 battle victory points, I believe. And yeah, I guess, and you're going to probably auto pass the Snack Ladies?
That is correct.
Okay. So then I guess we'll be back with Daughters of Khaine, turn 2.
Okay, so we're back for turn 2, bottom of, with the hero phase for the Daughters of Khaine. So first of all, we're going to try and get ourselves an extra point of leadership for my general with the heroic move. No, that is another failure on that. How about your heroic action?
I think I will do the same. No, he doesn't like it.
Unfortunate. So I'm going to pick Broken Ranks for my battle tactic for this turn. I'm going to pick this unit of Skaven battle line that I must wipe out in order to claim this. And I get a bonus to it if I make it by a monster. So that's nice. First of all, I'm going to use a attempt to cast Hag Brew onto those. Yes, onto the snakes. So this will activate on a 3 up now because it's 1 extra turn. So that will activate. They now have immunity to battle shock and a reroll on their melee wound hits. I'll put that there to remind myself. I've also got a chance to cast Catechism of Murder. I'm going to put that on Morathi, the Shadow Queen. And that will activate on a 3 up. So that is handy for her. And I've got some spells to cast with her as well. So she's going to cast Black Horror into the unit of the Warpfire Thrower here. That's going to activate on a 8, so that'll work.
Might as well try. What does that do?
So that's a rolling a dice, and then the higher the number of dice, the more mortal wounds you suffer.
Oh, okay. And that was going into that guy there.
Into the Warpfire.
Yeah, I might as well try and stop it. I'll try that with Thanquol. He gets a 9.
Sure does.
Did that stop it?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
We've also got Mind Razor. She's going to put that onto Morathi the Shadow Queen. That'll work on a 9, which is a 10, because of her +1.
I will try and deny with the Bombardier here.
All right.
Because he can... I actually have 2 denies with Thankful, but I'm going to use the Bombardier because I can reroll with the Warp Spark. That is a 7, so I will use a Warp Spark. And I'll roll this ahead of time. On a 1, he takes D3 mortal wounds. He takes D3 mortal wounds for 1 mortal wound. And I will put that down right now before I forget, and then I will re-roll my casting roll, or my dispel roll. That's a 9. So that ties you, so I believe it goes off, right?
Yes. Yes, it would.
There we go.
All right, and then that just leaves last spell. She's going to put Mystic Shield back on the bow snakes here. Or, excuse me, onto the bow snakes for the first time on an 8.
Cool. Might as well try deny with the with Thankful there. Nope. He doesn't get a reroll.
Okay, well, I'm going to use a command point to use Orgy of Bloodshed off of Morathi King. This is going to allow me to shoot my bow snakes into those Skaven here in the hero phase. So I've got 8 remaining, excuse me, is that 9? 9 remaining bow snakes plus the champion in there. They're going to be rolling to hit on 3s. And any 6s are mortal wounds. So that is 2 mortal wounds.
Okay. On the clan rats over here?
On the clan rats over there.
Okay. Yes. Blink, blink.
Moving the misses. And rolling for wounding. So unless I miss my guess, this is on 3s and -1 rend. That is correct.
So I got 4 saves? 3 saves?
You have
I can't see.
5.
5. Okay. 5 at -1?
That's correct.
Saving on 6s. Woo. So saved 1, so 4 more die. Yeah. Plop, 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 and plop. No more plopping.
All right. That is the end of the hero phase, so we're going to move on to the movement phase, and we'll go from there. Thank you. All right, so we're back for the shooting phase. I've got my mighty iron scale here, and she's going to open up on the warp fire thrower over in the corner there behind the tree. She's got a laser weapon coming out of her staff that's got 3 shots. Hits on 3s, wounds on 3s, -1 rend with 1 damage a pop. So we might be able to get the rat on it. We've hit twice, and I've wounded once. So that's -1 rend on that thing.
On the warp fire thrower, so it goes through?
All right, then just a damage.
Just 1 damage?
Just 1 damage.
Okay. Skadoosh.
Morathi's going to fire her laser vision into the warp lightning thrower over there.
Okay.
Or the warp lightning cannon. So that's a hit. And that is a wound on -3 rend.
3 rend on who?
On the warp lightning cannon.
Oh, okay. That just goes through.
All right, d6 damage. Enjoy a whopping 4 damage.
It's dead.
Hooray!
Bada bing, bada boom.
Literally on the boom. All right, and then I'm going to drop the rest of my Blood Sister Stalkers into this wonderful squad of clan rats again that I've been picking on this whole turn. Once again, 6s are mortal wounds, so that is 4 mortal wounds right there.
Okay.
And then we're hitting on 3s.
2, 3, 4.
And winning on 3s. No, that one's cocked. No. So you're looking at a grand total of 8 potential wounds at -1 rend.
Okay. So, saving on 6s then. Oh, that's nice. 3 saved, so that should be 6 damage, right? Wait, how many was it total?
8.
8. Okay. I thought it was 9 for some reason. So, 3 and 2. Pile of rats.
All right, so that is the shooting phase. That's all the shooting I've got. So we're going to move on to the charge phase now. And I'm going to have Morathi charge into the squad of clan rats there. So she's got a charge of 7 inches, so that'll slide it right in the middle here, which is going to do nice. I'm also going to have my Melusai Iron Scale attempt to charge. And she fails utterly. No, I'm good with that. We've got these snakes charging into the clan rats over here in the corner as well. And those guys are going 11, so that's going to be more than enough.
Definitely make it.
So I'll move my models and we'll come back in just a moment with the fight phase.
So at the end of the charge, or as soon as Morathi moved in, you know, I need to, I'm going to unleash hell with the fire thrower there. He's going to overcharge, of course. So nothing. And does he kill himself? No, he does not.
Don't worry, I'll fix it.
It was worth it.
We're going to activate the Shadow Queen to go for the start here. She is going to be attacking with Heartrender first. She's putting Heartrender into the clan rats.
Okay.
She's going to put her Envenomed Tail into the Warpfire team, and she'll put her Crown of Serpents into the clan rats as well.
Okay.
Just in case they don't learn their lesson. So here we go. Clan
They rarely do.
with Heartrender. Putting on 3s. And that's pretty good. And that is, once again, on 3s. So there is 4 there at -1 rend.
So it just goes through?
Yep, with 3 damage apiece.
So they are dead.
Very nice.
Boo.
Blurt. And then we're going to attack the last dude with the Envenomed Tail. That is hitting on 3s and 3s as well. And it misses. All right.
Okay.
Your activation.
My activation. Well, I'll go with the clan rats. I'll pile in first, and then we'll be right back. So the clan rats have piled in. They are all in base to base, unless I've nudged them by accident. But yeah, they're all getting in. It was pretty easy because they charged in nice and close. So we were hitting on 3s because we still have 20 models. And to remove those misses. Misses. That's a pretty good roll. But now we're wounding on 4s. And I found that to be not as reliable as 3s, just to state the obvious. So we got, let's see, oops, I turned that by accident. So 6, we got 10 at 0 rend, 1 damage.
All right, so normally they're saving on 5s and 6s. Yeah, saving on 5s and 6s. So that
Nice.
is pretty good. I'll move the high ones. And then I have a save after the save on my Fanatical Faith on a 5 or a 6 for Hagnar. So that is 2 more, so 1 gets through.
Wow.
All right, I will have them attack back at those clan rats. Now, nothing crazy, nothing weird going on here just yet. So we got 3s to hit. We'll take out the misses.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to all-out defense.
Yeah.
It's always hard to remember that right before you get it.
And there is 9 potential wounds at -1 rend.
Okay, so 9, you say.
That is correct.
So we'll do 7, 9. So they are saving on 5s. Yeah, -1 because they're 5s with more than 10 plus all-out defense. So back to 5s, which did me no good at all. I saved 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we got 8 dead. Okay, 4, doesn't matter, 6, and 8. I'll figure that out in a second. Didn't really matter which one. I guess it would be that. Might as well be that guy then. Okay. Sorry?
I've also got a turn to crystal ability. This lets me roll
Cool.
a tax at the end of the turn, but there's nothing else that's going to affect that combat.
The warp fire throw. Oh, yes, that's true.
So I'll just roll those now. So that is grand total 4 more mortal wounds for those clan rats.
Wow.
please.
Yikes. Brutal stuff.
So that's why you got rid of the blood or sisters early on.
Said 4 more, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Right, and then your warp fire thrower.
My warp fire thrower. We've got, okay, this guy's such a badass. You guys don't even know. You guys don't even know, okay? You don't even know. 2 attacks. Hitting on 5s. All right.
I guess we don't know.
I mean, he was a badass just to survive against Morathi. Badass, or more likely lucky. He was like, oh shoot, she's coming, and then oop, tripped, woof with the tail, and there we are. So, yes. So that was the bottom of the turn.
That's right. So for my score, I got my ability because I nailed your rats there.
Yes,
I
you
still
did.
got 2 objectives for myself as well. So
I'm
that's
going to
another
use
4.
my free battle shock immunity from Thanquol that I got at the start of the turn, because otherwise they are going to probably run.
Yes, they would.
So, yeah, I guess we're into the roll-off then?
Yeah, roll off for turn number 3.
Sure. So we go over here?
Sure.
Let's do it. Now I'm 6, so that will be me, because the tie goes to the person who took the top of the turn. I am not as crazy or stupid as I look, so I will take the top of the turn. We'll be back with Skaven Hero Phase. So it is the Skaven Hero Phase turn 3. I am going to try and, actually first things first, I'm going to do, give the free command point thing to everybody. So I'm going to go down a command point, and then I'm going to try and get one on a 4-up, which I don't get. And then, yeah, I'll just go into Warp Gale. So Mr. Thanquol is going to try and cast Warp Gale. So he will get it on a 9.
I'll attempt unbinding that with a +1 from Morathi King. I have a 7. That's not enough.
So D3 mortal wounds, and Morathi can no longer fly and halves her charge rolls, which we forgot last time. So she takes 2 mortal wounds. Or does she? She has a 6-up.
Yeah, let's find out. Yep, sure does.
Okie dokie. And then we are doing, I guess we'll do Mystic Shield from Thanquol as well here. And that will go off with a 7.
Are there any other spells?
There are, but I don't know if they're anything to get excited about. He's, actually, he can do, I mean, yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll try stopping it.
Cool.
That's a 9.
Yes, that will stop it. So then I'm going to try and do Levitate on the Hell Pit. So he's flying. And that'll go off big time. So that's with a 10. And yep, that's my hero phase. And we'll be back at the end of the movement phase. So it's the Skaven shooting phase, and we're starting off with the Warp Fire Thrower over near the crazy bow ladies of death. Not all but one of them are in range, and he's going to, of course, overcharge it. Crazy question to those of you who were asking. So looking for 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mortal wounds. And don't let me forget to roll if I killed myself.
Nope. Roll if you kill yourself.
Okay. Did you kill yourself? No, not this time. Been exceedingly lucky with those. And now we'll go into Thanquol. So he gets 2 shots from each flamethrower, and he's shooting into them, but only 2 of them are in range. So I'm only rolling 8 dice here. For 4 on those snack ladies. Perfectly average.
Saved 1.
Blocked the 1.
So 2 down.
And now the Warp Fire Thrower here will, of course, overcharge. So there's 3 left. So 3 times 2 is 6. And looking for 4s. That's a good roll. So I got 5 mortal wounds.
Yep, sure did. Just leaves 1 left.
Okay. And then he can't shoot. Oh, yes, the Bombardier will shoot. But he's not going to overcharge. So hitting on 3s. No. And thankfully I didn't overcharge because otherwise we would have taken 2d6 mortal wounds. That's it for my charge phase, and I'll pile in some clan rats and we'll be back. I forgot about charging. So Thanquol's going to charge in, and we'll see if he needs an 8. He does not make it. So yeah, we'll be back with the actual combat phase. It is the combat phase. The clan rats are piled in, and I'm going to do all-out attack on the clan rats here, and I'm going to try, that's from Thanquol, so he's going to try and roll a dice here and see if he can get that command point back on a 5 up, which he does. Excellent. So yeah, so we're 9 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okay. And then wounding on 4s. Just trying to do 1 wound. That's 2 at no rend.
All right, 5s and 6s. Nope, and then 6s. Or no, 5s and 6s again, but either way, it doesn't work. She's toast.
Well, that is it for the, let's see, for the Skaven turn 3. I don't think we are quite in range there, no. So we've got the 2 that we normally have, and the battle tactic was achieved of wiping out the battle line unit. So that will be just the 4, like usual. And yeah, I guess we'll be back with Daughters of Khaine turn 3.
Right on, we'll do it. All right, we are back for my hero phase on the bottom of turn 3. For my battle tactic this round, I'm going to pick Monstrous Takeover. Yes, and for my heroic action, Morathi the Shadow Queen is going to pick her finest hour. Yes, she's basically ensnared a god. Yes, she stole an artifact to put on a, you know, show that let her eat the past spirits of elven deities. But no, this game, her finest hour is going to be wrestling a giant greased up hamster.
Yeah.
All right.
My money's not on the hamster.
Mine isn't either, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and put Catechism of Murder onto the Melusai Iron Scale because I know she's in range. That's going to activate on a 3. That works. I'm also going to cast Witch Brew onto her because that will work on a 3 this turn as well. And that works. So she is buffed up, which is excellent.
Buffed to the gills.
That's right. I'm going to cast Mind Razor onto Morathi again. And this will activate on a 10.
Okay, I might as well try and stop it.
Yeah.
No,
No, certainly
3 does not stop it.
All right. I'm going to cast the Horror of Ulgu onto that Warp Fire thrower there that's closest to her. This will not activate on a 6, unfortunately. All right, well, that's unfortunate. So she's going to cast Mystic Shield onto Morathi Khaine, because it's funny. That'll work on an 11.
I will try it with, I'll try it with the Bombardier.
All right.
Nope, but I'm going to use a Warp Spark just in case. No, does not make it, even though that was a good roll. And does he take D3 mortal wounds? On a 1, he does. Thankfully, he does not.
I'm also going to spend a command point to try and rally my Bloodstalkers, since they have been dramatically reduced. So that means that I've got, well, there's 4 there, and the math basically means I've got a chance for 11 of them. So that will be coming back on 6s. So one of them does come back.
Nice.
Ish. All right, that means that we are going to move on to my movement phase, and then we'll go from there.
Well, while the movement is going on, we're just going to do I'm see if I can get a free command point, and I do. Hooray! Excellent. Now we'll be back at the true end of the movement phase.
Okay, we're back from my shooting phase. I've got everything moved around the board here, and my wonderful Heartrenders have arrived to start contesting objectives and taking objectives for myself. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for shooting. So I've got shooting here. My wonderful Heartrenders are going to launch their harpoons into those clan rats, because it's funny. I think it's funny.
They think it's funny.
There we go. Everybody enjoys this. So we're hitting on 3s, winning on 3s, and because we dived into the battlefield this round, we improve the Ren by 1. So these are Ren 2. Alright, so those miss there, and these are potential wounds. That is 2 at -2.
So it goes through.
Very nice. Goodbye, clan rats. That's only 1 damage apiece.
Okay. Bada bing, bada boom.
And they also have fire and flight. So because they hit, I can now roll a 4+, and they can make a 6-inch move. Yeah, let's make that move. I'll do that in just a moment. I'll just set that here so that I remember while I move on to the other bunch of shooting. These ladies over here are going to shoot this Arch Warlock who's hanging out on his own in the middle of the field.
He's going to all-out defense.
That's delightful. So we are hitting him on 3s once again, and wounding on 3s as well. So that is 3 potential wounds at -2 rend.
So he's on a 2-up. So he'll go back to 4s. You said 3, right? 3 dice?
Yes, that's right.
So he saves them all.
Good on him. I've got the laser staff out of the Melusai Iron Scale into the Warp Lightning Thrower. And that's hitting on 3s. There's 3 hits. And winning on 3s. That's only 1 wound at -1 rend.
-1 rend, so it goes through.
Very nice.
Damage?
Just 1.
Okay.
And then I've got Morathi's Laser Vision. She's going to fire that into the Hellpit Abomination. She completely misses with it. And then I've just got my Bloodstalkers here that are going to fire into Thanquol.
Okay. He's got Mystic Shield on still, but I don't know how effective it'll be against... Not very effective against mortal wounds.
So that's going to be 3 mortal wounds that he's taking.
Okay.
Oh, 4 mortal wounds that he's taking.
Okay. So on a 5-up he denies. I'll just do that first, I guess. He denies 1 of them. So he's down to 11 wounds.
And winning on 3s. So that is 7 at -1 rend.
Goodness. So he's back to his 4-up. So let's see. So 4 of them go through, and then he's got his 5-up shrug, which he makes 1 of. So 3 more go through, down to 8.
All right.
Oops. Whoa. Excuse me.
Cool. Fire and flight for the Heartrenders over there. I think I blew that, didn't I?
What do you mean?
Did I make the fire or flight roll for those?
You did not roll it.
Let's check. Yeah, they can move too. All right. Well, I'll make those moves and then we'll come back for the charge phase.
Sweet.
All right, so we're back for the charge phase. I've got Morathi, the Shadow Queen, diving into the Hellpit Abomination. She makes it with a 6. Fight me, rat thing. And on top of that, I've also got my Melusai Iron Scale. She's going to charge those area as well. And I'll fight both of those because I'm that kind of person. There we go. And we've also got Canary Heartrenders over here that are going to try charging the Arch Warlock. Assuming I can. Yeah. Nope, they're not going in. The other ones are going to try charging the Clan Rats. That'll work on an 8.
Excellent.
Great. We'll move those models and we'll come back for fighting.
Actually, I will overcharge.
Oh, you're overcharged.
Or what do you call it? Unleash Hell. So going down, that's coming from Thanquol, and he's going to try and roll a 5-up to get the command point back, which he does not get. And then, or actually, sorry, it's after they make their move in. So, do you want to? I don't think they can get out outside of the blast.
Probably not.
Range. Okay, so I'll just roll it then. I just didn't want to forget to say it was the main thing. 2, 4, so that's 8, 10, and let's see if he dies first, maybe. He does not die. So 4-ups. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 mortal wounds on the Canary.
We might be able to save it. Nope, sure can't. All right, we'll move the models and we'll come back after that. All right, so we are back and we are doing the all-out attack onto the wonderful master of the Hellpit Abomination here.
You're doing Titanic Duel, right?
Yes, Morathi's doing Titanic Duel, which gives you the same effect, which is my thinking on that. Do you have a Titanic Duel action?
I am also going to Titanic Duel it because, you know, if you were Titanic Dueling, I didn't figure there was much point in trying to deny.
It's not much of a duel if there's only one person dueling.
That's true. But this rat is several people all in one. So.
Oh, well, there we go. We'll see if we can fix that for them by tearing them apart now. Here comes Heartrender. It's hitting on 2s. So that is not bad. And then we are wounding on 2s because of Titanic Duel. That's pretty bad. That's 4 at minus 1 rend.
Minus 1 rend, so it is on 5s.
Oh, wait a minute.
Saved one of them, 3 go through. How much damage is that?
So it's 3 damage apiece.
Okay, so it takes 9 damage. Actually, I might as well use a dial for this too, so it doesn't get taken away. Taken 9. Ouchie.
All right. She's got a Crown of Serpents that it gets 2d6 attacks on the Hellpit Abomination. It gets 11 attacks.
It gets, sorry, 11 attacks. Whoa, yikes.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. All right, so these are hitting on 2s and 2s again. That's the one over there. I do have Mind Razor on it, don't I?
I don't remember.
I do. So that is going to be a grand total of 5, 10 at minus 1 rend.
Okay, so saving on 5s. Okay, that was pretty good, but probably not good enough. So we got 4, 6 more damage taken. So that will kill it.
That will kill it.
So the rest of the attacks, after you finished all your attacks, I mean, we can roll it if we want, but it's already dead at that point.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay, so on a 1 or 2, sorry, it has the too horrible to die rule. On a 1 or a 2, it's dead. On a 3 or a 4, it does D3 mortal wounds. And on a 5 or a 6, it is in fact too horrible to die, and it comes back with D6 wounds. So it's too horrible to die. So it comes back with D6 wounds for 4. So it is taken 10 wounds then. Okay, I'll go over to the clan rats, I think. I'm not going to bother to pile them in because they can clearly all get in. So that'll be 5, 7 attacks. Or do I want to attack Spear Lady? I'm going to have a think and we'll be right back.
Which clan rats?
These clan rats over here. They're the ones that are attacking. I'm not going to do anything fancy with them. I'm just going to roll 4 up. Not very well. Only 2. And then 4 up again. Only 1 on the Canary. No rend, 1 damage.
Sorry, how many?
Just 1.
Just 1?
Yeah.
All right. Do I take it? I do. That's 1 down.
I suppose that was worth it. And now it's back to scary Snack Lady with a pointy
I'm going to
stick.
go with my iron scale here. I'm sorry, this has 2 wounds total, or it has 2
It's taken 2
left?
wounds, yeah.
Okay, cool. So she's going to go after the regular the clan rats there.
Oh, okay.
And she's got 3 attacks, 3s and 3s. And that is a wound at minus 1 rend for a D3 plus 1 damage.
D3 plus 1 will be, okay, so, sorry, minus 1 damage? Minus 1 rend?
Correct.
So it's saving on 6s. No.
So you can enjoy 3 wounds.
Oh, thank you.
No trouble.
Wasn't that on the Wolfhorn thrower?
No, it was on the clan
Yeah, it's on the
rats.
clan rats, yeah.
But I can do 1 mortal wound on a 3+ at the end of the turn to the.
You can just do it. Yeah.
All right.
Or
We
sorry,
got
it was
it.
at the end of the turn.
the end of the turn.
So I guess I will get to
You
fight
will get
with
to
him.
fight back,
Yeah.
yes.
With the warp fire thrower.
Yes.
Sweet. So it doesn't really matter where I go now. So I guess I'll pile in with the clan rats and we'll be right back. We are back. The clan rats have piled in. And I'm getting 14 attacks. I'm going to all-out attack with them, and I'm going to see if I can get the command point back because it's coming from Thanquol again. No, I do not. And so they're hitting on 3s. Okay. I like it. And wounding on, whoops, 4, come here you. Wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wounds go through at 0 rend and 1 damage. 1 damage.
Sorry, this was where again?
Onto Snake Lady with a spear. That's as specific as I can be.
All right. And 5 6. Nope, she's dead.
Oh, clan rats. You surprise me. So then she wouldn't have done the mortal wound then, correct? Because that happens at the end of the combat phase? Okay. Okay, then it is back to you, my friend.
Yep, Morathi Khaine is going to fight the Warfire Thrower.
Oh, right.
She's got 3 hits.
I forgot about that guy.
Wounds twice at minus...
Doesn't matter. It goes through.
Yeah. It's a D3 damage apiece.
Cool.
So that is 5. No, sorry. That's
5.
No, that is 5.
Okay, he's dead.
Cool.
Wah! You did good. I'll see you later. That sounded ominous. Or more ominous than it needed to be. Are we going back to Skaven? Or I guess we are. Because, yeah, why not? Okay, so we'll do the Hell Pit first. He has a mighty 6 attacks. It has, I guess. Hitting on 2s. So, oh, right. Actually, it doesn't. That can happen at the end. Hitting on 2s. Of course, there's a 1. And now wounding on 3s. So that's 3 at. Let's see here. How many? Oh, okay. It's minus 1 rend.
All right. Save 1.
So 2 went through, so that's 4 total damage.
All right, trying to save with the Nautical Faith. Saves 2. Takes 2.
Okay. And then we've got Flailing Fists of Fury. So only 2 attacks, hitting on 2s. They both hit, wounding on 3s. Nothing. And then Avalanche of Flesh. Terrible, terrible. Avalanche of Flesh table. So I roll a dice for each model in range. It's only 1 this time. And now it's taken a lot of damage, so it's doing mortal wounds on 6s. Nope, nothing. That's it.
All right. I'll attack with my strike. Or the canary, excuse me.
Okay. Is that a Tyranid Warrior thing you were channeling, or?
Could be, could be. All right. 2 hits and 2 wounds.
Cool.
That's at minus 2 rend.
2 rends, so they just go through.
That's 1 damage apiece, so 2 down.
Pop, pop. Splat, splat. Cool. Okay. I guess.
Battle Shock.
Yeah. I'm going to use my freebie on. I'm going to use my freebie on, I guess, the bigger unit. Actually, these might actually die. So I'll use it on them, and then I'll roll for them. So 3 plus 6. Ouch. So that's 9 minus their bravery, which is 5, because plus 1. Sorry, so that was 6 plus 3 is 9 minus 5, so that's taking 4 away. 4. Doo.
I'm also going to use my command point on my Canary Heart Taker, or Heart Render, so she is immune to Battle Shock as well.
Nice. I like it. I guess it's just the roll-off then.
Yep, roll off for turn number 4.
Cool.
I got a 6.
And I got a 5, so it is up to you.
Yeah, I'm going to take it.
Cool.
So we'll come back with my hero phase in just 1 moment. Alright, so we're back for the hero phase. For my battle tactic this round, I'm going to pick Savage Spearhead. I complete this tactic if I've got 2 or more units from my starting army in his territory. On top of that, I'm also going to take my heroic action for the turn and try to get myself a command point for Morathi Khaine. That does not work. Oh no, wait, it does work because I'll get +2 to it because my general is now dead. So I get a free command point for Morathi, which is great. Because she's going to spend that immediately on her command ability to make my bow snakes shoot right now.
I'm going to, I think I'm going to do Finest Hour on Thanquol.
Fair enough.
For my hero thing.
Well, let's see how he's feeling after this. How many wounds does he have left?
He has taken 6, so he's got 9 left.
Okay, so he can take 5 mortal wounds.
Okay. Or does he? He does.
Excellent. And then 2 wounds, or excuse me, just 1 wound at -1 rend.
11. Sorry, what was that?
That was 2 more, or excuse me, 1 more wound at -1 rend.
Okay, so he's back to his 4 up, which he makes.
Great. All right, then we're going to move on to some Catechism of Murder. The Hag Queen is going to put that on Morathi Khaine. That doesn't work. I'm also going to try and feed her the Hag Brew, or the Witch Brew. That also doesn't work. Apparently she's all tapped out after this wonderful game. Also, she takes a wound because the priest takes a wound when she rolls 1. So that means that she has taken 2. Right, well, that's unfortunate. Morathi's going to try and cast some magic now. She's going to cast... She's going to cast Mind Razor on herself, because it's funny. That'll activate on a 9.
Okay, might as well try it. No.
Okay, so she's got Mind Razor. She's going to cast the Horror of Olgu into Thanquol.
Horrible.
Nope, doesn't work again.
Too horrible to go off.
Apparently. And then she's going to cast Arcane Bolts. And that'll activate on a 6.
Okay, I'm going to try and stop it with the Bombardier. It stops it.
Sure does.
Kobe.
All right, so that just leaves the movement phase now, and we'll do that. We'll come back in just a moment. All right, we're back for shooting. I've got a laser vision coming out of Morathi, firing into the Hell Pit Abomination. This is going to be hitting on 2s. That's a hit, and a wound as well. That is at -3 damage and a d6, or excuse me, -3 rend and a d6 damage.
Roll your damage.
And so I shall. You'll take 5.
Take 5. Okay. So it has taken 13, so it's almost dead.
Excellent. My Heartrender is going to fire her harpoon into the clan rats. It's a hit and a wound as well, and that's also at -1 rend.
So it goes through.
Nice.
Blink.
Message for you, sir.
There we go.
Marvelous. And then I've got the 5 Heartrenders in the back. They're going to take on that Warlock Engineer again.
I might all out defense. But let me think. Here, 1 second. Don't roll it. Don't roll it. Yeah, I'm going to all out defense.
Okay, that's going to be 3 at -1 rend.
So he's back to 3s. And he saved all but 1.
Good on him.
You go, Mr. Archer Rat.
That just leaves my Stalkers into Thanquol. Only 1 mortal wound this time.
Okay, so I'll roll the 5 up, I guess. Loves it.
And that's going to be 4 at -1.
4 at -1, so he's still +1 to his save because he's still got Mystic Shield on, and he's got, what was it, Finest Hour. So 3s. So he saved them all.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right, then we're going to move along to the charge phase, and we'll take care of that in just a moment. All right, charging time. We got Morathi Khaine. She wants a piece of that big nasty rat Thanquol, but she's decided no, she's probably not going to go for him because he's too big and nasty. But I can hit this clan rat. I'll hit this clan rat just fine. We'll do that all day.
Okay. I am going to unleash hell, and I'm going to overcharge the warp fire thrower into her. Believe it or not, I think it's worth. Do I get it back first of all? On a 5-up, I do. No, I don't. So go down 1 there, and then I'm just going to roll because any mortal wounds is good against Morathi, I feel. So 2 dice, and that's 2 mortal wounds against Morathi.
Well,
I think that was worth it.
she saved 1.
Cool. Good for her. So she's taken 1 so far this turn.
Mm-hmm. And my Heartrenders over there, they've got an 8-inch charge, so they're going to charge that Warlock.
Rar.
That went surprisingly smoothly. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're over to fighting then. We'll come back with that in just a moment. All right, here we go with Morathi the Shadow Queen going directly back into that giant rat again. We're looking at 4 hits and 2 wounds at -1.
-1, so saving on 5s. Save them both.
Good job.
Thank you.
Crown of Serpents gets 5 attacks this turn. Hits every single time. And wounds 4 times.
4 times, okay.
Yep, no rend on that.
No rend, so saving on 4s. Missed 3 of them. So he is dead.
Marvelous.
And he doesn't come back this time.
Double marvelous.
Cool. I'm going to pile in some clan rats and we'll be right back. It's time to roll some dice. Lucky 13 dice because I've got 12 attacks coming from the rest of them and 2 for the claw pack leader. So yeah, hitting on 4s. I'm not doing anything fancy because I need to save a command point. And whoops, okay. That may have been a mistake. And now wounding on 4s. Hiya! Only 1!
She is saving on a 4+. Saved.
Okay. Your activation, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to go with my Heartrenders there, piling onto the Warlock next.
I forgot about them, but I think I would have done the same thing.
So that's 2 hits. And that is 2 wounds.
Cool.
At -1 rend.
-1. Saving on 4s. Saved 1, missed
Just 1
1.
damage.
Cool. So he's going down to 3. And I'll pile in with these nice fellers over here. So that will be 4 attacks because of the claw leader. Hitting on 4s. They all hit. Where were you over there? Wounding once. No rend.
Goes through.
With her 6 up?
Maybe. Nope. Morathi Kane is going to fight the clan rats. Alright, so we got 3s and 3s. Nice. And re-rolling because we're in that phase of the game. That is 1 at -1 for D3.
1 at -1, so 6s. No.
3 wounds.
3 wounds.
And then she's got bladed wings.
Pop, pop, pop. Bladed wings, that's pretty cool.
So that is 2 at -1 rend for 1 damage apiece.
Nothing. 1 damage apiece?
Yep, just 1 damage apiece.
You and you. I choose you. I guess that's it other than good old Archibald. So hitting on 1 attack hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s I believe, which does not wound, and 1 attack hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Nope. Come on, Archibald. I guess that's it. Oh, actually I've got the stupid warp fire thrower. I mean, not stupid, totally brave and awesome. No, he's
No, he heard you.
Yeah.
Battle Shock.
Yes, I'm spending a point over here to make them immune. That's my last point. Because I want them to stick around, as it turns out. And I guess you're fine for that.
Yep, we're all good.
Okay.
Right, over to you for your turn.
Yes, so be back for that. So it is Skaven, turn 4. It's a big turn, we're hoping. My battle tactic is going to be the one where I need to be in the back. A fearless something? I don't know. Something spearhead? I can't remember. So basically I want to end up with at least 2 units halfway through the board because this one has the has a deployment that's either split down the middle, not into 4s essentially. Anyway, that was not very coherent, but we're going to keep going. First up will be the Arch Warlock. He's going to try and cast Warp Lightning Storm. It is a casting value of 7. And he does not make it. I'm going to use a Warp Spark to try and re-roll that. And he does make it on a mighty 9. Would you like to try and deny, sir?
Yep.
And you do not. So then, does he take D3 mortal wounds from using the Warp Spark? He does not. So D3 units for 2. So I'll pick Morathi Khaine and the Canary, which are right next to him. So they each take D3 mortal wounds. So 2 on them. Nope. And then for Morathi is the big 3. Nope. Oh. That changes things. Okay then. I'm going to... Alrighty then. I guess I will warp lightning, regular warp lightning from him into... Is she dead too? Or is she still alive? Okay. Too. Okay. That would have changed things if she wasn't. So yeah, into the Canary. Yeah, he gets it for D3. Just 1 on the Canary.
Yep.
Okay, and then Thanquol is going to try and warp gale the sister with the beer. The blood beer, that's what it's called, right? So he gets it with at least a 10. Yeah. Oh, right. And he also heals 1 wound, I believe, for his War Scroll card, unless they've changed that. So I'll look that up after and hopefully not forget it. So it's D3 mortal wounds on Beer Lady. So 1. Okay. And then he's going to try and do... Oh man, he's going to try and do... I guess he's just going to Mystic Shield himself, because I kind of need him around. And he gets it, I believe. More after this. Yeah, I think I better check it and be back, because depending on whether or not he has... Yeah, he still has it, yeah. So he did get that. So he's got Mystic Shield, and yeah. Cool. Well, we'll be back at the end of the movement phase. It's the Skaven shooting phase. It's time to pop some snacks. First up will be the Arch Warlock. Once per game, he can roll. He can shoot off his little miniature flamethrower inside his hand. It does D3 mortal wounds for just 1. Yep. And then the Warlock Bombardier is going to shoot into Brewing Lady. That sounds right. Actually, no. First I will shoot with the Warp Fire Thrower because that makes more sense to me. So he's going to overcharge like any good Skaven would, and he's rolling 10 dice. We'll see if he blows himself up finally. He should have done it a long time ago. That's 5 at that's mortal wounds. So
save 2.
Nice, nicely done. So 3 wounds, and then we'll do Thanquol next.
Does he kill himself?
Oh, right, thank you. Does he kill himself? He does. Kaboom. Okay, and then we'll do Thanquol. So we've got 4 snack ladies left. I really should have done him first again. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Thanquol. Thanquol. Yay, 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 mortal wounds.
3.
Oh, sorry, I didn't roll the right amount of dice. So there will be another round of that because...
Great, let's do it.
Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Not this time. So they're all gone, I guess?
Toast.
Okay, then the Bombardier, he's starting to feel bold because of what's happened thus far this round. So he's going to overcharge his rocket just to be cool. So it is, that makes no sense, but I'm going to do it anyway. So it's 3s. Thank goodness, because if he'd hit a 1, he would have taken 2d6 mortal wounds. And wounding, he wounds. So it's -1 rend, and it's now 2d6 damage because he overcharged.
Yep. How much damage is it?
It is a mighty 5 damage. That was pretty good.
Yep. She saved 2, but she takes 2.
Okay.
So she's toast.
Well, that was a good shooting phase. Should we come back for the combat phase?
Let's do it.
Okay. It's the combat phase, and Ikit, or not Ikit, is feeling brave. So he popped a Warp Spark, the last Warp Spark, and that means he's re-rolling his hit rolls, and I'm also going to all-out attack using all my command points. So, whoops, sorry everybody. So now we're hitting on 2s, re-rolling, and wounding on 3s. For that's -2 rend.
Yeah, it goes right through.
Okay, and then it's D3 damage for just 1.
Yep, 1 damage.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so that is it for, I guess, the turn. We'll be back with a recap? Maybe.
Sounds about right.
Maybe.